Okay. That's interesting. Hmm. I'm in. Oh, hello. Every time I see Pastor Trina, I'm like, oh, we have a visitor. Oh, you're frozen. Hmm. Elise is frozen, or
Oh, really?
do you see her talking, or is it just
No,
me?
no. I think she just signed off.
Oh, we probably lost her. Hi.
I got to find a joke.
Oh, I guess I should print out an agenda. Unless
you print me one too, will you?
Yeah. Well, so Chico is coming to the meeting.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Oh, let me make you a co-host.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, Beverly put herself down for Toastmaster.
Oh, good, Vera.
Mm.
She'll keep us. She'll keep us on track.
Yes, she will.
Oh,
it looks like most things are full. Word Master. Oh, we need an evaluator for Stacy and Amy.
I'm doing the pledge and the joke, I think, invocation and the joke. So,
Right.
there you go. Is that you?
Printing? Yeah.
What, making noise? What is that?
The printer?
Oh, okay.
You don't recognize the sound of a printer?
No, it sounds terrible.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that. Oh, what was that?
I didn't sleep good last night.
Why?
What, 12? I woke up at 5.
Why?
I just woke up.
Sorry.
Had the garage looming over me.
Oh, mommy, I need to let it loom.
Mommy, I hope the Mommy, I hope the honeymoon lasts forever.
Ah, I don't. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Oh, mommy, 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 I want the honeymoon to last forever. Ooh. And it did. And it did. Hi, Marini. You kind of broke through the wall. Man,
Hi again.
Hi.
I came on the first time and got frozen. So I said, let me go ahead and clear my caches and restart my computer again.
Yeah.
Are you guys excited about the weekend?
It's a long weekend.
Yeah, having a day off.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. That's a long weekend for me.
Hi, Elise. Hi, Marie.
Hey, I'm back again.
Good. Yes, dear.
I want to play another round of Wheel of Fortune, or you
Sure. Oh, I'm up for it.
I was all talking, Elise, and I looked down and I was on mute.
No, it happens to all of us.
Yeah.
Blaney, I like that shirt. Is it have embroidery on it, or is it just because it looks shiny? No, it's just a pattern,
Oh
right?
no, it's just a pattern.
Because it looks like it's all metal, like you're metallic there.
Oh.
I'm eating pickled beets.
Oh,
And then,
God, I love pickle beets.
I know, I went to a book club thing, and the book was about it was in Germany, so they had German food. So they had that, and I asked them, but they said I could have the rest. And then I can never remember what these are called. Okay, let me see. Got the stupid.
I have to unblur your background.
Yeah, I'll unblur my background. I finally have a background I can use. All right, here. So they're Gigante beans or Didante beans. They sell them at Kroger and in the Olive Bar. I love these things. Oh my God, so good. They're so good. But I like most of the stuff in the Olive Bar. They have all those. Yes. Yes. So I'll get like just a little bit and a bunch of different things. All right, I'm ready because I'm the champ. I got to defend my title.
That is so funny. If someone else comes on, then they can still play because
Yep.
Because I'm only recording the ones who actually win the round.
Yep. Oh yeah. Sure, they could try and beat me.
That is so.
What are you eating?
And then I have a fast round too, where the bonus round where they give you letters, and you pick 3 letters, and it just keeps turning, for each
Right.
time. Okay, guys, here we go. Remember, I still haven't shuffled them around. So I think we
Okay.
ended up on number 8. So I'm going to start us out at number 10.
These are actually curried chickpeas. Oh my, they're so good.
I love it too. So these two. 10. I'm going to do 10. Okay, that's the number 10. Oh wow. So we're now into, and I know we didn't finish the online tips. So I might can go back to, but now we're into the roles.
Oh,
This
wow.
is a roll. Now I know this is gonna be too easy for y'all. Too
Nothing.
easy. And I didn't put my clock on either, because so come on now, don't be taking 10 hours. Okay, I'm spinning the wheel.
Who's first?
Terry, you first.
All right.
Mike, you third.
All right.
All right. Terry, $650. What letter?
T.
What letter?
T as in Terry.
Okay, T as in Terry. Look at that. 3 T's.
Oh, wow. S.
S. Look at that. 3 S's. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, Lord. Okay. H.
H. This might be too easy for y'all. 2 H's.
W.
W.
That was X. I didn't pick X. I picked W.
Okay, sorry.
I knew it. Okay, don't be
Stop
trying.
eating the chickpeas and we will be able to understand you.
Oh,
better.
she understood me. There's a big difference between a W and an X.
Nobody understood what you said.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
and look, my $650 disappeared because it was the wrong one. So now I have to manually do it. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not worried about that. Okay, so
So W, that's 250. I mean 650 and 52, 58, 58.50. Okay.
it's okay. That's all right. I'm fine. I just we all know I'm winning, so it's
You're the one that's gone. Nobody else is gone yet.
I know. M. Now I'm just guessing because I don't have M as in Mary.
M as in Mary.
Right, Mary. There we go.
2 M's. Oh Lord,
Ooh, I already said S. C. Oh, I don't know if that was right. Ah, man.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you saying C?
C as in cat. Yes.
3. Oh God, I have 650. Okay.
Am I going too fast? I'm sorry. I know you told us to.
Because I messed up my letter. So now I'm calculating your 650. So now you up to 6.
Something.
You're up to 650.
Okay, why? I see. I know it's something. I know. I'm gonna give it to somebody because I'm not gonna be able to guess it.
Okay, you.
Yeah. K.
K. Oh, see, this is way too easy. 2 K's.
Oh man, something.
You got 9 650s.
Ah, something.
I know I'm gonna put the timer on you. Okay,
Right.
A letter or
L.
To solve it. They're going to L.
I know they're gonna solve it, but I'm the one that's getting all the letters. D. D as in dog.
D as in dog. Okay.
That's the only one. Oh my goodness. N as in Nancy.
N as in Nancy. You got 12 650.
I know. I need more other letters because I know those words.
You could buy a vowel.
Yeah, let me buy a vowel. Let me buy an A. I'll buy an A.
A.
Okay.
Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you only
Okay. So I know R. Let me pick an R.
I know what it is.
Yeah, but that's okay. It's not your turn
I
yet.
can't solve the puzzle.
No, you cannot.
No, because
I know. Okay, I got it. Speakers should make eye contact with the camera.
Anybody could have got that.
I couldn't get the first word. I couldn't figure out the first word.
That was too easy.
It was too easy. Okay, so you
Oh,
got
yeah, after I gave you all the
12,
letters, you said it was
12
too easy.
It was.
650s, 12 650s, and minus 250. Let's see what that is. 12 650s, $650 times 12 equals 7,800 minus $250, $7,550 to $5,200 equal $12,750.
All right, booyah. Let's see you top that one, Marie.
You do know this is not real money,
Look,
right? Where's my check?
All right, Marie, it's your turn.
okay, Marini, you up, girlfriend. You ready?
We won't get an easy one.
Okay.
All right, Marie. See, Marini will solve it really fast.
Now you have to stop talking.
I'm gonna do number
Yeah,
9
yeah.
because I don't think we did. Okay, Marini. Not a lot of letters there. Not a lot of letters. It's an online tip. It's an online tip. You ready to spin the wheel?
Don't hit bankrupt.
Spin that
Oh, you
wheel.
got a free play. You got a free play. So now if you mess up, you can do one more.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Okay, $900.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, what letter?
N is in Nancy.
N as in Nancy. 2 N's.
May I have an R?
Yes, you may. Oh, no R's. Oh, you got a
Ooh.
free spin. You got a free spin.
Let's go ahead and take it for the sake of time.
There you go.
Terry, can you see the waiting room?
I mean,
Okay.
is there somebody there?
I
I
don't know.
didn't
I
hear
can't
anybody.
see it. I can't see it.
Okay. I'll look. I don't even know
Oh, so
how.
does it spin again?
Pick a letter. Doesn't she have to pick
Elise
a
is
letter?
frozen.
Ah, leaves.
Oh, we lost her. We lost her.
She's
How do you
frozen.
even, I don't like, nobody's in the waiting room because I can't even get to the waiting room
Why?
because nobody's in it.
Oh, okay. I kept hearing no. Oh, somebody's in it now.
Okay.
Amy Carroll.
FYI, Jamila's birthday
Did
was
you let her in?
today.
Yeah.
Oh, Terry and Mike. If Jamila joins, I know she went to go take a nap, so I don't know if she'll.
All right, but if she does, we have to sing happy birthday, right?
Is her? Yeah, it's my birthday.
Hey, Amy,
Hey,
Is Jamila
we're
older
playing
than you, or
Wheel
are
of
you older
Fortune.
than her?
So we're trying to.
Older than me.
Yeah. What letter
She's
did
older
you
than
pick,
you?
Marini?
You picked an R, right? Didn't you pick an R?
And you said there was no R, and then I had the free spin, and then I was waiting for the wheel to spin.
While you were gone,
Oh,
Elise, I won.
okay.
While you were
waiting on
gone,
me.
I won.
Look.
Just letting you know, I won while you were gone.
$700.
well,
Okay, 600. What's
I'm
the
not
letter?
doing my speech tonight.
What?
Oh, no.
What?
No, I'm not prepared.
Well, then why don't you be Stacy's evaluator?
I can do that.
There you go.
I'm timer. I still kept timer.
Okay.
But I mean, if anybody else wants timer, I don't care.
Oh,
Do we have a table topics person? I don't think we did.
Beverly.
Beverly. She's a Toastmaster and the.
Beverly's a one-woman Toastmaster.
Are you having issues, Elise? Because I really was enjoying this.
So who's
Oh,
the
no.
on-counter for Miriam?
I was sitting there listening to the, I was listening to the, so if you want, I could do timer, Amy,
Oh,
but if you're an evaluator,
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter to me.
I'm gonna put my script out. I found a timer script.
Cool.
Ooh.
Okay, what letter, darling?
D is in dog. Excuse me.
As in dog. Nope. Okay. No,
Go ahead.
D.
Mike. Amy, you go after Mike.
Mike,
I
what
will
letter?
take an,
Well, yeah, we're gonna spin, right? We gotta spin first.
oh, sorry.
Yeah, I almost forgot to spin that wheel.
I thought I won already.
Okay, $900
Oh, R.
R.
There's no
Oh,
R.
R was taken.
That's
Yeah,
been
there's no
taken?
R on the board.
Oh, we got a
Marie
visitor.
said R.
We have a visitor. Oh,
It's already been used? Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'll take a P.
a P. No P.
all right, Amy, you're
Okay,
up.
Amy. Amy, you want?
I have a P.
We're gonna spin the wheel, Amy. Who's the visitor? Hi, visitor. Amy got a free play, so if you mess up, you can still spin. Okay,
Cool.
so let's see. Okay, this worth $500. What letter?
The
T.
letters are up on the top. There you go.
T.
She got it.
Got a T. This is an online tip, Amy. This is an online tip.
Hmm.
What letter?
I
Or you can
Ritsuko.
solve.
Oh,
Hi,
fun.
I
Risuko.
Ritsuko.
Hey,
I
how about S?
S.
Mhm.
You have an S. Okay, do you want to solve or pick another letter?
I'm gonna pick another letter.
Okay,
About H.
H, letter H. How about H? Oh
H.
God, where is the H?
There it is.
Yeah, but it's not, it's not.
It's not wanting you to click, huh?
Yeah,
Wow.
I've been
That's
having
weird.
fun with my little, it's, and I see it light up.
Yeah.
No, H, there it is.
Mm.
My mouse is there. Oh,
Mm.
I can see it. There it is.
Yep. I see your square around it.
Uh-huh. Oh, there it is. It's not, my mouse is not,
Hmm.
oh my goodness.
Well, she gets a free, we'll let her have a free letter. If it doesn't work, she can pick again.
Well, I'll buy
H,
a
there we
vowel.
go. There we go.
Oh, there
No
we go.
H. No
No,
H.
oh, no H.
Okay,
Ooh.
another letter because you
All
got
right,
a free
it's my turn now.
well, she has a free spin.
Oh, that's right. She does. I'm
Oh
sorry.
my goodness.
Well, I like
Okay,
it.
that was pathetic. That was sad. That was really
Uh-huh.
sad.
No, it wasn't.
My
It's
turn,
not.
My teacher's my turn.
Okay,
Ah.
Marissa, what letter, Amy?
Can I buy a vowel?
Keep
Yes,
Yes.
going, Amy.
because you got $1,000.
Keep going, Amy.
What vowel you
Let
want?
me buy an E.
E. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Mm.
Okay. Want to solve it or you want to keep buying? I mean, keep spinning. It's an online tip.
Let me buy an O.
I know what it is.
Well, it doesn't
buy
matter. It's
both?
not your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, you know that your vowels cost $250.
That's fine.
Okay, you down to 500 and you got an O.
I know what it is.
Oh, Lord. I
You
don't
know
know.
the second word, but I can't figure out what the first one is.
I know what it is.
Well, Risuko
Well,
is gonna go next. Risuko is up next.
Let me get an L.
Okay, she got an
Ah.
L.
I know
Okay,
what it
you
is.
have an L.
Oh,
And now you're up $1,000.
Is it eliminate noise?
yay! Right?
Eliminate noise. Solve the
is, yeah.
puzzle.
Yeah.
Yay.
625, guys. Okay, I'm stopping.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. Good job.
That was
Hey.
good. I did well. I did really
Yeah,
well.
I did. Hey, okay. Yes, you
Mike,
did,
but
dear.
You know, like I have my is it the final spin or is it the bonus round? Yeah, this is the bonus round. So then you just pick the letters and it goes a lot faster because it's only 10 seconds.
Mm.
So
Wow.
maybe we'll do that because it's a lot easier. Oh, that way everybody can play.
Hey,
Terry,
hi,
And whoever picks
Stacy.
it, whoever picks it gets it. Yeah.
this game is rigged. Terry was won 2 times in a row. This is one of those talk show scandals.
Oh,
like they had in the
yes,
60s.
yes, yes.
Remember
I
they had the
posted
game
the
show?
agenda in the chat if anybody wants to download it. Hey, Beverly, Amy is going to be Stacy's evaluator. And Amy is not on the agenda anymore. So,
Oh, so
Amy's not a
Stacy,
speaker
you are
anymore.
not
No,
speaker
Amy.
number 2.
right, she'll be speaker number 1 now.
Okay.
He's the one and only speaker right
Okay,
now.
let me just go through this just a moment.
Yeah, you still have time, so but you can ask.
Okay, the President Marini, pledge invocation Mike Duncan, Toastmaster Beverly McGarry, Word Master.
We got nobody yet.
Oh, we need that.
Is anybody here presently that would like to do it?
I'll do it. I'll mind you a word.
Okay, Terry Duncan. Okay, Humor Master Mike Duncan. Speaker number 1 is no longer Amy Carroll, or are you?
Oh, Amy bailed.
Amy, are you speaking, Amy?
No,
No. Okay, so you're no longer speaker 1. Okay, Stacy, you were speaker 2. Are you still speaking? So
Yes.
you're now speaker 1. Okay.
And I'm on there as well. I'm Beverly, speaker number 3.
Ooh, I didn't even
You can
notice
do it,
that.
just a
You
moment.
are.
Okay, so Marini, you are now speaker number 2.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, so just a moment. So that is Marini. There's no speaker number 3. And Marini is speaker number 2. Okay, table topics is Beverly McGarry. Evaluator for Stacy Laura is who now?
It's Amy Carroll.
Amy Carroll, okay. Evaluator for Marini Jackson.
We don't have one yet.
Okay.
Hey, ask Chico if she'll do it. Or you can wait.
Okay, our timer. Okay, Elise is timer. Elise, okay. What's your last name again, Elise?
Brown.
Brown, that's right. Okay. I need an evaluator, Sachiko, for speaker number 2. Are you willing to do that? Sachiko?
Yes,
Thumbs up.
I will.
Thank you. Okay,
And that's Marini, right?
Yes.
that is Marini.
And Marini, will you send her the evaluation?
Okay, we need an all-counter grammarian.
And where are all the people that wanted to meet today?
Is
Um,
that a thumbs up, Amy, for you?
What?
Yes,
No.
there you go.
No, I think you were
Amy,
holding your
yes.
hand with your thumbs up. It wasn't
No.
good.
I'll do it, Beverly.
Okay, Mike Duncan.
I'll do the and grammarian.
Okay, Mike Duncan, we need,
Get my
okay,
pen.
Terry. And that completes our agenda for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for volunteering and signing up for a position. Awesome. All right.
1 minute warning, Madam President.
Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Toastmasters of Richmond Hill. This is our final Friday meeting for the month of May, and we are so happy to have everyone here this evening joining us. My name is Marini Jackson, and I serve as the president of the Toastmasters of Richmond Hill. And I'm just going to get us started with sharing the mission of a Toastmasters Club, which is also listed in the chat. The mission of a Toastmaster Club is to provide a mutually supportive and positive learning environment in which every member has the opportunity to develop communication and leadership skills, which in turn foster self-confidence and personal growth. Leading us this evening in our invocation and pledge of allegiance is distinguished Toastmaster Mike Duncan.
Thank you, Madam President. Fellow Toastmasters near and far, would you please join me for the invocation? Lord, bless us as we go forward, as we work hard to be better speakers, better leaders, better people, better friends. Bring us together in this task tonight. Support us as we support one another. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Okay.
I pledge allegiance
Allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Toastmasters. Madam President, I return it to control over to you again.
Thank you so much, Mike, for the invocation and pledge this evening. I will now turn the meeting over to one of our experienced, or as I like to say, seasoned Toastmasters, who will be our MC for the evening. And that is none other than Toastmaster Beverly McGarry.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and friends. You look beautiful tonight with your smiling faces and your warm embrace. I love it. I would just like to say thank you for coming on, Ritsuko. Thank you. Koji or Kojai, is that?
Good morning, good evening, sorry.
Okay, is that how you call your name? Kojai?
Koji.
Koji.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, and Sakiko. Sachiko. All right, I'm gonna get it. Thank you. And can you give me the greeting for good evening?
こんばんは。
Come again?
こんばんは。
Kamba
That's
rock.
exactly right. That's
Kamba
right.
rock. Okay, Kamba rock. All right. Wonderful. Well, let us get started tonight with a wonderful word from Terry Duncan. She's our word master for tonight.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster of the evening, fellow Toastmasters. And I'm really glad everybody's here on this Friday night. The word for today is bizarre, and I'm going to put it in the chat so you'll be able to see it. Bizarre. It means very strange or unusual, especially to cause interest or amusement. So some sentences with the word bizarre. My mother has learned to play along with the bizarre conversations begun by my father. Fantasies cannot harm you, no matter how bizarre or far out they are. The whole bizarre evening had an unreal quality to it. I challenge you to try to use it in a sentence. The word is bizarre. Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, word master Terry Duncan. We will not have any bizarre behavior tonight in our Toastmaster meeting. Now we're favored with our humor master, Mike Duncan.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster of the evening, fellow Toastmasters. You came on the right night. You came on the right night. we've got some outstanding jokes to present to you this evening. I'll start with, what's the action like at the circus? What's the action like at the circus? Intense. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so you start, there you go. Give it a minute. Give it a minute. How do you organize an astronomer's party? How do you organize an astronomer's party?
By the stars.
You plan it.
Oh, gosh, that's so good.
Come on, come on. All right. If you insist, I'll do one more. What's the best way to carve wood?
With
What's
a
the
saw.
best way to carve wood?
With a
Whittle
saw.
by whittle.
Oh, with,
Thank you, Toastmaster. There's a 2-drink minimum tonight. I'll be here all week. Madam Toastmaster of the evening, I return it to you.
Wow. Wow, Mike Duncan. Those were funny jokes. They weren't bizarre at all. Okay, here we go. We're getting ready for a special treat. Our speaker number 1 reigns from the Lone Hill, what is it? The Lone Hill State? The Lone Star State, that's what it is. Deep in the heart of Texas. Our speaker this evening, speaker number 1, is none other than Stacy Laura. Let's give her a hand as she comes.
Thank you, everybody. Can everybody hear me okay? Okay, awesome. As Beverly mentioned, my name is Stacy. Courage is what it takes to stand up and speak. Courage is also what it takes to sit down and listen. These words spoken by Sir Winston Churchill have a wisdom to them that was definitely earned by a lifetime of hard living. Churchill is indeed one of my favorite orators, and there are not too many who can even stand in his shadow today. I am not here to give you a Churchill-worthy oration today, nor am I here to share any wisdom with you, but I am here today to speak on my behalf and maybe pull the curtain back a little on who I am. I am a San Antonian born and raised. We are a unique bunch as compared to the rest of Texas, if I do say so myself. We appear to be closer in customs to our Mexican neighbors in language, food. Don't get me wrong, we still are fiercely independent. We love our guns, but mixing a little mariachi and there you go, San Antonians. I know many of you may have visited. You are always welcome to come back for a visit, or maybe come visit for the first time. Mi casa es tu casa. My house is your house. But who am I? That's such a big question. And I could probably go down many, many rabbit trails with that one. But I will briefly acquaint you with who I am. Having been born and raised in San Antonio, I am no stranger to the Texas heat or Texas barbecue or Friday night football. I was mainly raised by my mom and stepdad. Shortly after my mom's marriage to my stepdad, my little brother Roger was born and the fun began. There is a ton more I could tell you about, but frankly, I'll save that for another time. We moved from a rental house in a not so nice neighborhood to a brand new custom-made home in an up and coming neighborhood. This is where I grew up from kindergarten through high school graduation. To many on the outside, I was the shy, quiet kind of kid who lived in her popular sister's shadow. I was also a great student and I loved school and anything academic, often helping my sister with her homework because she was so preoccupied with her social life. I don't remember seeing my real dad much for many years. And by the time he started coming back around, I'm guessing maybe around age 7, he felt more like a new friend than a dad. I had so much fun with my dad, but I always felt bad leaving my little brother behind. Fast forward many years, here I am graduating from high school. Did I mention my mom spent most of her time in a cloud of marijuana smoke and Jim Beam laden drinks, and my stepdad was a cop? Needless to say, the environment was very hostile and stressful for all of us kids, especially since my stepdad was also very abusive in every way you can imagine. He had a way of alienating all of us siblings from each other so that we never openly talked about it, but it did bring us closer in many ways, like an us against them mentality. This experience has taught me to never make assumptions about families. From the outside, we had everything anyone could want materially. A new house, new cars every year, long camping vacations. But if you knew a little more, you basically know that it was hell on earth for us 3 kids. Despite it all, I still had a pretty optimistic attitude and personality. I always believed and always hoped things would get better, and that deep down people really wanted to be good. I still believe this to this day, on my good days, but not to the degree of my youth. Most of my life, I felt like an outsider or someone no one wanted to get to know. I now know this was a direct product of the environment I was raised in, and it is not my fault. But even with counseling, prayer, and talking endless hours to kind friends, there is still that deep-seated sense of loss. Maybe that's why I've always been attracted to Emily Dickinson's poetry. I don't remember when I first came across her poetry, but I know most of us have heard at least a line or two. The infamous, because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me. Or who hasn't wondered with Robert Frost which road they should have diverged upon? Now I side more with Mr. Shakespeare. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. In a nutshell, I ended up leaving home immediately after high school graduation and moving to Kansas to live with my sister and her new Army husband. They had recently had a child, and I was so delighted to be part of my nephew's life. A year later, I returned home, and I found that not much had changed. I ended up leaving again and getting my own apartment, struggling to make ends meet as a waitress, but I was a born hustler. I will die trying, so to speak.
All right.
During this period of time, I met my future husband. This is an epic story in and of itself, but the gist of it is I had 2 beautiful daughters who are both part of this club today. Unfortunately, the marriage was rocky, and I ended it after almost 21 years. As heartbreaking as it was for all of us, I had to move on and reinvent myself. So I did. With the help of one of my best friends, Terry Duncan, I enrolled in my first ever college class at age 43. I guess she saw something in me that I failed to see, that I would take to college like a duck to water. I enjoyed it immensely, and for the first time in my life, I believed I could really make it. College ended up taking about 5 years total, with nursing school taking up 2 of those years. Other than having children, there is nothing that I am prouder of accomplishing than now that I'm an RN. And I've been an RN for 2 years now, and boy, oh boy, has my life changed for the better. I'd like to leave you with one of my favorite poems. It speaks to me on many levels. It's called Hope by Emily Dickinson. I'm going to share my screen now and I'll go ahead and read you the poem. Hope is a thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could have bashed a little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. I love your speech, your icebreaker. It was absolutely awesome. And Stacy, I'm so encouraged, 40-year-old college student. Oh my goodness, that is so amazing. I thank God for you and your great accomplishment. Wonderful speech. At this time, our second speaker is going to be Marini Jackson. She's speaking from the Pathways Team Collaboration for 5 to 7 minutes. The title of her speech is Marini and the Mosquito. In this speech, Marini will discuss how important it is to be an effective communicator and how a misunderstanding can have major consequences. Marini Jackson.
Good evening, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and most honored guests. Have you ever reached out for help to someone and didn't get the expected response? Have you ever tried communicating but felt that your message just didn't get across to the intended audience? Well, Toastmasters, sometimes a miscommunication can have dire results. I'm going to take you back several years into my life and tell you a quick story about an instance where it was Marini and the mosquito. There's a US organization called the United States Peace Corps, which is where American citizens volunteer to go live in other countries for 2 years. And for the particular countries we go to live in and serve in the communities, we're either school teachers, health educators, we're helping small businesses, and just doing different projects that the community asks us to do to help them to have more sustainable projects once we leave. Well, as a Peace Corps volunteer, I was serving in a country called Benin, which is in West Africa, and living in a small village called Atieme. Mind you, to become a Peace Corps volunteer, we had to go through an extensive interview process. We had to give fingerprints. We had to do extensive medical testing, had to get shots before we went to the country, also after we got into the country. And one of the things I shared in my medical record was that I have an allergy to bees and mosquitoes. So the Peace Corps gave me one of these, which is called an EpiPen. And this basically is epinephrine that's in an injector. And if I get stung by a bee or bitten by a mosquito and I start having an allergic reaction, or if I'm not conscious, someone else can just stick it in my leg, shoot the epinephrine into my leg to save my life, and call medical professionals. So this was something the Peace Corps issued me when I started in the country, when I shared that I had some medical condition, which was an allergy. Although I did share that information and got this very handy EpiPen, which is a lifesaver, I was placed in a community which had a river flowing through it, which bred mosquitoes. And I was placed to volunteer with an organization that did get Toastmasters beekeeping. Imagine someone who openly shared their medical records, and the two things they said, these are my medical challenges. I was placed in an environment and was supposed to be there for 2 years in an environment where I could potentially get hurt or die, worst case scenario. And guess what, Toastmasters? I didn't get stung by a bee, thank goodness. Whew. But I did get bit by a mosquito. Now, with most people, and sometimes most mosquito bites, you just hear the mosquito buzzing, and the mosquito lands on your arm, and you just kill it, and nothing happens. But for me, in this instance, I got bit by a mosquito on my leg. I got bit by the mosquito. I don't know when it happened. I just knew the next day that I had a bite on my leg that was a little bit noticeable. So like anyone else, I put a little bit of rubbing alcohol on it, hoping it would go away, but it didn't. I noticed it started getting a little bit bigger. So what I did, in my particular village, we were given bicycles since everything was pretty far away. So when I noticed the mosquito bite was not going away, I rode on my bicycle down to the telephone booth at the post office and contacted our medical office in the capital city, which was about 2 hours away. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I believe the call went a little bit like this. Hello, this is Marini Jackson. I'm one of the volunteers. I'm in ITMA. I got bit by a mosquito. The nurse said, well, you have your EpiPen? I said, yes, I have my EpiPen. She said, well, just put some alcohol on it and everything should be fine. If anything else goes on, just let us know. Hung up the phone, rode my bike back to my house. 2 days later, that same mosquito bite became very big. Not only that, my leg swole to twice its size. And I didn't mention the mosquito bite was on the inner part of my leg. So while I was walking, while I was riding my bike, I noticed that my leg was red and it felt very, very warm. And I went back to that same telephone booth to call the Peace Corps office. And I said, I got bit by a mosquito. My leg is swollen, it's very red, it's twice its size. I need to come in. The nurse said, yes, please come. I rode my bike back home. The only way into and out of my village was on a motorcycle. So I had to put my swollen leg, twice its size, on a motorcycle to get to a main road to take a taxi to the capital city of Cotonou, which was a 2-hour ride. When I got there, the doctor used no anesthesia, took the infection out of my leg. And after all was said and done, Toastmasters, the nurse told me, oh, if you have an allergy to mosquitoes or bees, anytime you get stung, you just need to come into the office. Toastmasters, I have a very painful reminder of how miscommunication can be extremely detrimental to your health. So I urge you, use Toastmasters, not just for your health, your personal health, but in any situation that you're in. Strive to be a more effective communicator, because if you're like me, it could be something that saves your life. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster.
Wow, thank you, Marini. Ouch, I'm in pain. Wow. That was a very informative speech. Oh my goodness. I hate mosquitoes. At this time, we're going into our table topics presented by Beverly McGarry. I'm your table topics master this evening, and we will engage in extemporaneous speaking, where you just speak right off the cuff, given a topic or a word. I'm going to start with Sister Jamila. Jamila, what did you get into trouble for the most when you were growing up?
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and especially Miss Beverly McGarry. What did I get in trouble for the most as a child? I got in trouble for following my older sister around all the time. And when I tell you she got in trouble for the smallest thing, like jumping on the house, running down the street and having fun with friends, because I wanted to be a follower instead of a leader, it was to my detriment that me and my sister, one day we got picked up by the police because my mom was looking for us. So the traditional thing before you come into the house, make sure the street lights are on. That's what time you have to be back in the house if you're outside. But this one particular day, I'm quite sure the street lights were already on, and my mom did her normal call, Jamila and Niambi. So she called for us, of course. Who wasn't there? Jamila nor Niambi. So after the police dropped us back off to the house, the traditional speech from the parent, and then came the beatings. So I got in trouble for mostly always wanting to hang around that older sibling. And I didn't want the trouble part, but that came along with it. So I got in trouble for being a follower instead of a leader.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. Don't think it's bizarre when you are disobedient and you get a beating. Wow. That was an interesting story. Sachiko, describe your life in 6 words.
In 6 words. Try, 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 and fly.
6 words. 6.
Try, 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 and I fly.
Very good. Try, try, try. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with a good try. That's not bizarre at all.
Sorry, but I forgot to make it as a speech form. So can I add a little bit?
Okay, go ahead and make it into a speech.
Okay, so try, 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 and I fly. So I used to be very, very timid, and I was afraid of trying anything. So my mom always said, don't worry, just try, but I didn't. But gradually, many people encouraged me. Then I met you, Toastmaster. Then I learned if I don't try, and not once, but over and over and over again, I never can realize my dream, and I can never get out of my comfortable zone. That's why I always keep these 6 words in my mind. Thank you.
Okay, wonderful. Awesome. Sarah.
Good morning. Sorry for having been late. When I woke up, it was 8:50.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay to sleep in a little bit. Sarah, what are you an expert at?
Expert. Thank you. Thank you for giving me a wonderful question, Toastmaster. To me, the expert means believe in yourself, always aim to be be a giving person and never give up to improve the society. Because if I give up to improve something, people will be easy to give up. I'm going to be a teacher. There was someone who has hardship I had been through. So I think I can use my experience as an expert
Yes.
of education. And it's really sometimes it doesn't understand or misunderstanding about who has about a student who has hardship. Some student cry, some parents hurt them, but my expert means protect them. That's my job and that's my mission in my life. I definitely protect them. Thank you.
Awesome. I don't think that's bizarre at all to be an expert educator and protector. Risuko, can you hear me? You're muted. Unmute yourself.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I mute. Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Risuko,
Yes.
what is missing in your life?
What is missing in my life?
Yes.
What is missing in my life? There are many things that are missing in my life, I think. But the most important thing, I think, which is missing in my life is to love others. And I sometimes hate other people because some other people did something wrong with me. But I think I can't forgive them because they are wrong. I think they are wrong. So it's difficult for me to love others every time. But I think it's the most important thing in my life. So I'm looking to do what I have to do to forgive others. So if I can fulfill the missing part in my life, I think I can enjoy my life better. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for that wonderful speech. Forgiveness is definitely not bizarre. That's a wonderful attribute to have. Forgiveness. Awesome.
Skip.
I think Beverly's frozen.
I think she is. Oh, while we're waiting, we can sing happy birthday to Jamila. Everybody ready?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Beverly, we're going to sing happy birthday because you froze for a second, okay?
Yes, I did. Yes, I
All
did.
right, so we're going to sing happy birthday because I have been waiting all day for this. And I don't sing well, but I'm going to start us. So you need to drown me out because it's going to sound very bizarre when I start singing. All right, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear
Dear
Jamila.
Jamila. Happy birthday to you. You just had a song around the world, Jamila. All right, we're going to continue table topics.
All right.
Carrie, can I say happy birthday in Japanese?
Yes, please do.
お誕生日おめでとう。
All right. Awesome, Sarah. Thank you. Koji. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. If you would, where would you choose to live if you were kicked out of Japan? Where would you choose to live?
Well, what does it mean? Kick down? To
If
leave?
you were put out, told, just leave Japan, don't come back anymore. Where would you go to live?
I hope. Well, good evening. Good evening. When I was a university student, I stayed in East Africa about since then I haven't back to East Africa. Then now I want to go there again. So I sometimes I heard sometimes you said the East Africa, especially Kenya, has changed drastically. I wanted to see. Then I traveled around again. When I stayed there about 30 years ago, I traveled Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi.
All right.
Then I want to trace the same. I want to trace the same way. Then want to see how the world has changed. Thank you very much.
All right. Awesome. East Africa. I've been to West Africa. East Africa is beautiful as well. Tanzania, Uganda, Kenya. Wonderful. Thank you.
So the background is the picture I took 30 years ago in Kenya.
Oh, wonderful. The savannah.
Yes,
Yeah. I was looking at that, admiring it. That's a beautiful picture. I love that background.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And that concludes our table topics. Now we are going to have our timers report from Elise Brown.
Do we want to add the evaluators or you want a timers report on?
Oh, no, I'm sorry,
future?
excuse me. I'm sorry, Elise, I'm jumping the gun. Excuse me. We are going to have evaluator number 1, Amy Carroll.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Toastmasters of the evening.
You clap for my
Special
joke, I'll
guest.
clap for your evaluation.
That's why I did it. I know I always got someone. Anyway, my fellow Toastmasters, most honored guests, and especially Stacy. Stacy, that was your icebreaker. I am completely floored. How very, very brave of you to go to your icebreaker to be that subject, because it's so much easier to go, I'm Stacy and I work here and that's pretty much it. And I watch TV and everything's great in my life. And you didn't. You were honest and you were very deep about it. And that was extraordinarily brave.
Yes.
And you did a wonderful job and you maintained composure. I heard the voice crack a little bit, but the subject was so intense. I would have been a little worried had you not had the emotion with, especially since you're talking about your life, so I was very, very impressed because not only was the subject very personal, but you did it really well. I mean, that's why when Beverly said it was your icebreaker, I was like, what? Okay, so let's see. You quoted people. You did a very deep subject. You shared your screen. I mean, you did the trifecta of speaking. Okay. I know people, myself included, who have been speaking for years and still can't figure out how to share the stupid screen. So great job overall, excellent job. I just have a couple critiques. The usual, you might want to stand up. That's what we always say when it comes to Zoom. Some of us aren't into that, but I'll suggest it. It gives it a little bit more formal feel. I loved how you did when you actually said, and I pulled the curtain back, and you actually did the hand gesture, pulling the curtain back. I kind of like that. I would try to incorporate more vocal variety because you kept your voice at very one level, other than, like I said, when I could tell the emotion was getting a little deep, but just maybe because you had us on a roller coaster because you were like, everything's great. My mom married my stepdad. And then you were just like, punch, punch, punch. And had you done that with your voice too, I think it would have had more of an impact. Because I literally, when you went to the punches, I leaned forward because I was like, what? What? But it was very good, very good. Overall, like I said, I mean, I even wrote down here, wow, very brave. I mean, those are my notes. So yeah, I just think you really knocked it out of the park. Of course, I would say practice more, do more speeches, because I think you're only going to improve if you're at this level with the icebreaker. I can't wait to see when you're on your 20th speech, what you're doing. Probably running circles around all of us and making us all look bad, but I still want to encourage you because I'm that kind of girl. So I wish you luck. Thank you, Stacy.
Thank you, Amy Carroll, for that evaluation. Evaluator number 2 is Shakiko.
Okay, thank you. So Marini, thank you for sharing such a bizarre and shocking story about you almost died of the anaphylactic shock, in Africa. So it's so shocking and it's so funny, but it's so serious. So you are so good at, showing your personal story. So this project, you're expected to share some, your own story or some fiction in a storytelling style. And you shared in a spark way. You were a great storyteller. So I'm so impressed, and we are all impressed. Then you use facial expression, and you also, stand up like this, and you use, gestures like this, and your facial expression, and in particular, your smile is so beautiful. So we are all attracted. And you use pose very effectively. So pose, and you said beekeeper. So it's so funny. So you know how to make the audience laugh using the good pitch and vocal variety. And also you are good at, telling some stories in detail, and some words you are so kind. Maybe you thought maybe EpiPen or some, words maybe we native speakers cannot get. That's why you described it in detail. So it helps us to understand what you really mean. Then the topic is also right because we want to be a communicator, good communicator. That's why we joined Toastmasters. So this is about the communication and how important it is to avoid misunderstanding. And also it is difficult to avoid misunderstanding in different culture. So we learned a lot. So maybe if you're standing like this, so if we use space, like I made a phone call and they said, oh, please come here. Then you could say, I just asked first. Yeah, I went there and I said, oh, okay. The telephone was, yeah, hello. Then next time you said, my thigh are so swollen up. So I just, lean to the, like this and I get the telephone and yeah, oh, should I go by motorcycle really? Then you put your the legs like this and you just, add some gesture using your space like this. Then maybe you could, show more funnier, the aspects of you. I know you are good at, that's a good sense of humor you have. That's why I know you could act like really comedian. Then also maybe you could use a dialogue, like the using more exaggerating voice change, like, hello, I think, my thighs are so long up and I may die, like that. So then maybe the nurse can say, oh, don't worry, but you should say blah, 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 like that. Maybe you could make more obvious, then people, can laugh more. But actually you're so good at telling your story, as I said, and the gesture and the facial expression, and you stand up. So it is a great role model. So I'm looking forward to seeing your next speech. Thank you.
Did Beverly freeze up again? Where'd she go? All right, Marini, I guess you better take over.
Well, thank you so much, Sachiko. I have some notes and I love how you were illustrating in your evaluation as well, just ways I can improve, which I love it. I believe now is the time for our timers report. Elise, if you'd like to share how our speakers did with their time, table topics, speakers, as well as our evaluators.
Yes, Madam President. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. What a bizarre evening with the in and out of dropping off and dropping back on again. What a bizarre evening. So hopefully I will not drop off before I finish giving you the times. Stacy, 7 minutes and 37 seconds. Yes, Marini, 7 minutes and 55 seconds. So it could be me. Maybe I started because both of you. So I'm saying maybe I started too early. So I will read timers again in the dialogue in the PowerPoint on Toastmasters. Table talks, 1 to 2 minutes are table talk sections. And Jamila had 1 minute and 37 seconds. Sachiko had 1 minute and 6 seconds. Sarah, you were 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Risuko, you were 1 minute and 40 seconds. Koji, 1 minute and 40 seconds. Evaluators are timed between 2 to 3 minutes. Amy, 2 minutes and 39 seconds. I did drop off, bizarre. Sachiko, 3 minutes and 35 seconds. Those are our times for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Elise. It was bizarre for me to be totally disconnected. I don't know what's going on. Y'all forgive me. Thank you for that wonderful timer report, Elise. At this time, we will have our all-counter grammarian report from Mike Duncan.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster of the evening, fellow Toastmasters. It is that time, on counting, and yes, grammarian's report. I have been judiciously writing down comments that you all have made this evening. You may not remember them. You might not have heard them, but my friend did. And here's what we have for tonight. Madam President, when you started us off, I heard one connector, and you were off to a great start as opening the Miss President. Invocation, Pledge of Allegiance, how could I possibly have messed that up? Toastmaster of the evening, Beverly.
Yes.
You are perfect, except you love phrases. You love phrases. I would just like to say, well, let us. Okay, here we go. And your best one, at this time.
Okay.
If you could get away from those phrases, you would be perfect tonight. But you have certain phrases that you go to and use, and that's just, that's the majority of them. You have repetitiveness in some of your phrases.
Yes.
But all in all, you spoke the longest, you had the hardest task, you had more time to mess up, and you did great.
Okay.
Word master. Who's our word master? Raise your hand. Oh, yeah, that's right. You had a rather bizarre statement that I've never heard before. Please use the word in a word. So, word. But you did correct yourself and say, please use the word in a sentence. You really caught me with that. Please use the word in a word. Other than that one, as word master, you did a great job. Stacy, excellent speech. I echo your evaluator tonight. The only thing I heard you say, Oz and grammarian kind of stuff, you said, I would like to. That's one of those phrases. Just do it. I now show you. Just go for it. Don't preface, just go for it. Marini, I love when you use the phrase, mine to you. I lost Marini on my screen. Oh, there. Marini, minding you. When you're speaking to a group and you say, mind you, that really got my attention. I felt like if I didn't listen to what you were saying, you were going to come to my house and beat me up. I was paying close attention, and you did that with just a couple of words. I heard a couple of so's and I heard an and. Other than that, you were excellent. Elise, I heard nothing out of the ordinary for you as a timer. Our table topics folks, Jamila, I heard a so. And that's all I heard was one so.
Oh.
Sachiko, Sarah, Ritsuko, and Koji, you all were excellent
Awesome.
tonight. You all were excellent tonight. Great job. Evaluator Amy, I heard 2 ums, 2 you knows, and a so yeah. So yeah. So yeah. So flashback to the 60s there, Amy. I don't know. So yeah. Excellent job. So Chico, I don't know what we're going to do with you. You had a great evaluation, and you were doing so many things. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm gonna get me some so's and some ums on her right now. I heard one so from you. That was excellent. Excellent job. Great work tonight by everyone. Madam Toastmaster of the evening, I return control of the meeting to you.
Thank you, Mike Duncan, for such a thorough off-counter and grammarian report. Our word master report will not be bizarre. From Terry Duncan.
Beverly, you don't know that. It might be extremely bizarre. Beverly, okay, I got to write down. Beverly, you used the word 7 times tonight.
Wow. Okay.
You just threw it in there. Mike Duncan, I heard 2 times, and I heard Elise use it once, and I used it once. Did I miss anybody? I don't think I did.
Yes, Chico.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was so involved in your movements, I didn't catch it. Congratulations, everyone. Try to use it. It is a good word because people are very bizarre in the world. Madam Table Topics, Madam Toastmaster of the evening.
Good evening, everyone. And at this time, we are getting ready to have our general evaluator report. Our general evaluation for tonight comes from none other than our distinguished Toastmaster, Terry Duncan.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster of the evening, fellow Toastmasters, and our guests. My job is to examine the entire meeting and see what we did well and what we can improve on, because we're always striving to be better because we are Toastmasters. We started the meeting on time. If you weren't here early, you missed out on a fabulous game. It's really rocking and rolling before we even start the meeting, because Elise is showing us how to play games online, and it's so much fun. Okay. So I encourage everyone to come early for fun. I know it's really early for you guys in Japan, but it was fun. It'll help you wake up more. President started the meeting right on time, as she always does. Yes, I like winning. The invocation and pledge was done well by Mike Duncan. Beverly is always a great Toastmaster. She's full of energy and excitement. And we learned, one of the things that was really kind of interesting was we adapted when we lost her. And I appreciated that. We just went with it. And when she came back, she just jumped right in and kept on going. Figured it out. So we kept the meeting going. And that is the mark of a good Toastmasters club. The jokes, they were good. I'm not sure how well they translate to people across the world, but we can ask them later if they got it or somebody can explain them. There are play on words.
Oh, gosh.
We had one speaker, Stacy. I'm not going to evaluate you because I think you did a great job. And I think you were a great example of somebody who thinks they're not a good speaker and actually has a lot of skills, which we've been telling you all along. But it was a great speech, and I really appreciate hearing your story. I think it'll be inspiring to a lot of people, and you may not ever know it. Marini, always you're a fantastic speaker. I mean, you did a great job. It was a very good job. Table topics, Beverly, they were fun and they were kind of interesting. You made people had to think about what they were going to say, which is always good. Amy, my job is to evaluate you and Sachiko. That's my main job. Amy, you did a fantastic job as the evaluator. Stacy's speech was difficult to evaluate because she was an icebreaker speech. And she was much better than most icebreaker speeches are. So you were kind of stuck because you really don't want to evaluate her harder, like somebody who's experienced, and really dig deep because she's a new speaker. So, but the goal is to find something for her to improve on without beating her down, which we never want to do. You did a great job. You bridged it. You told her what she did well. She did a lot of things, so that part was easy. But you did find things, even half-heartedly, like stand up. I got to say that. I don't necessarily do it, but you could. So you found, and then you found some other things that would be helpful. So I think you did a great job as an evaluator in a difficult situation because her speech was so good. So Chico, you are one of the most energetic speakers we have in this club. So I'm looking forward to you being a member. Like you were up and down and you were giving lots of suggestions to Marini, which was very appropriate because Marini's been doing this for a long time. So digging deeper into her speech was exactly what she needed. And so that was perfect. So we had 2 examples of outstanding evaluators. They are the way you want to evaluate based on the speaker that they're evaluating. They both did a good job with what they were given. And that was excellent. Elise, great job as the timer. Even though you bugged out, I don't think you froze, but I'm not sure. I think you were right on because I think our speakers did go over, but we forgive them and they'll work on that. Grammarian, counter, you're getting better. Where is he? Oh, there's the rat man. You're getting better as the grammarian. I think you could have found a few more things, but we're working on that. You know? You learning from the master or mistress. No, there's no chance. No, this is not a conversation.
I found 5 so's.
This is not a conversation. The word was good. Some people used it. It was an interesting word. I think it actually has French origins, which is always interesting. And I will return control to the president.
Yes.
Thank you, Marini Jackson.
Wow, that is all I can say about today's meeting is wow. We had a phenomenal meeting. I'm so glad that we decided to meet this evening because great participation by everyone. Stacy with your icebreaker speech, Jamila showing up on her birthday week. What happy birthday means in Japanese or how to say happy birthday in Japanese. I can't remember how to say it, but maybe we can get.
お誕生日おめでとう。お誕生日おめでとう。
All right.
Simply おめでとう。
おめでとう。Yay!
Right.
And Ritsuko, I appreciated your icebreaker. Thank you. Stacy and Ritsuko, you all shared something very, very sensitive. I love the fact that you all were honest and you just went with it. And some people there, I know Amy mentioned in her evaluation, some people may kind of shy away from some talking about different things, but you all just said, hey, this is what happened, or this is something that I feel is missing. So I just want to say thank you for being courageous. Definitely want to say thank you for being courageous. Great evaluations, great meeting overall.
Yes. Yes.
I just wanted to say thank you for showing up. I don't really have too many announcements. I know our Japanese Toastmasters, they invited us, is it next Saturday at, is it 6 p.m. US time or US Eastern time? And Terry, she will send us the link so that we can join in their meeting. So I'm super excited. Mike, did we have any announcements?
I have a question for our Japanese Toastmasters, and I mean this seriously. I think we went to your meeting, or I was at a meeting where one of your members gave a speech in English, and she also gave a speech in Japanese. The one lady, is a filler word in Japanese the same as a filler word in English, or do you have a different slang that you would use as a Japanese speaker? Do you have a different word?
The typical Japanese filler is or
Okay, a sound, more of a sound. Okay. Cool. Thank you. No, ma'am, that's all I had. I was just wondering about that. Madam.
Thank you. And I did want to remind everyone as well that we have adopted Savannah Club 705. And I know Terry has been diligently sending emails out, reminder emails out with the Zoom link for Club 705, which meets on Mondays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
They're not meeting this month. They're not meeting this Monday because of Memorial Day. So we get a Monday off.
Okay.
But if anybody can come on a Monday night, they need our energy because they don't have very many members. So they're getting tired and they need our energy. You know, we need more people to ask questions and get different feedback.
Thank you.
Okay, to Barbary, happy birthday. Hold on a second. I got a present for you.
No, it's Jamila's birthday, but thank
you. Jamira's birthday, sir. Excuse me, Juris. Roses.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Roses here. To everyone. Just a flower.
Oh, nice. Thank you. That makes me feel happy. That is so nice, Sarah. I just wanted to say happy Memorial Day to everyone. You know, Memorial Day is the day that we remember the death of military members that have died in action or on active duty or because of war. And I'm a veteran myself, and I'm not sure, Chico, if y'all celebrate that type of memorial in Japan or not for your service members, but we do in America, and it is this Monday. And I just want to remember those that have passed on because of their dutifulness in the service.
I celebrate because okay.
So actually, Japanese people really regretted conquering other countries, you know, during World War I and World II. That's why we stopped celebrating, because Korean people and Chinese people and other, in particular, Asian people, in particular still living in Japan, felt really sad. So that's why some people celebrated individually, but we don't have that kind of national ceremony, for our own countries, you know, the contribution.
Oh, okay.
I celebrate myself. I celebrate myself because I have been to Persian Gulf War, and I have a friend. Several people had passed away because of that war. So I have same feeling as you guys. Thank you.
Okay. That's interesting.
And we actually have several of our Toastmasters within our club that have served in the military. Terry, Mike, Beverly, I believe Adam, who we don't see his picture, but I know that he served in the military as well. So we just wanted to thank you all for your service.
And also Sarah was in the American Army. Wow. So she's a veteran of the American Army too. So.
Oh, okay.
Not Army, Navy.
Navy, sorry. I was Air Force, sorry.
Good.
Okay, Navy's good.
He's good.
Military.
Oh, yeah, Willie was a Marine. Okay.
Willie
Okay.
was a Marine. So we have
Yeah.
several of our Toastmasters who served in the military. So we definitely appreciate your service. Are there any other comments for the betterment of the club?
Can I, should end with a more positive and cheerful comment? I don't want to finish with such a sad story. So actually, I, have many friends who worked at the American base. Then they always, support Japanese people, like the helping orphanage as a volunteer, and sometimes join them. And the Tohoku disaster, the 2011. Many Japanese people could not reach to the area because so many ports were destroyed. So American people made a friend, tomodachi, the project. So American, Marines and military truly helped us. So we truly appreciate. I really appreciate your support. So thank you. So I'm really happy to be here and celebrate your Memorial Day. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Wow. Well, I tell you, I'm encouraged. I am encouraged. I thank everyone for just coming tonight. And I just want to say this because like you were saying, we don't want to end on a sad note, but a happy note. So if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
幸せなら手を叩こう。幸せなら手を叩こう。幸せなら態度で示そうよ。そう、ほらみんなで手を叩こう。
Anybody else want to throw in a verse? Elise, Stacy, Koji, anybody?
Stacy, can you do it in Spanish?
Oh, yeah.
Stacy, come on. No? I don't know. Okay. We have to practice.
Well, Elise, you have a
No, I
beautiful
don't know.
voice.
I don't know that song in Spanish. I'll work on it next time.
Okay. That's good.
Well, thank you so much, everyone. This concludes our meeting for this evening. I hope everyone has a safe and happy Memorial Day weekend. If you are celebrating, if you're not, have a fantastic weekend. And we definitely look forward to seeing you here next week. Bye.
So Chico, did she already go? Okay. I was just going to say, ask her to send me the link so I can send it out to everybody. Okay. Sarah, for Saturday. That's
Yes,
nice.
see you on Saturday. And Jamila, happy birthday to
Yes.
you.
Happy birthday, Jamila.
Birthday, Jamila.
Bye.
Good evening, everybody.
Bye.
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 Have a
Bye. All right. I'm going to end the meeting. Bye, everybody.
Okay.